Hi guys. Well, so I think after 2.5 weeks we are just about recovered from amazing Virgin Voyages cruise. I think this was our menage a trois.
It was the menage a trois of ships, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was our menage, our third ship in Virgin. So on Virgin. And it was certainly different, exciting. I don't know what the word would be to quite describe it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean it was full on. It was full on. So
full on. That's a good word.
That's probably the best way. But it was a 4 day. 4 day? Was it 4 night? 4 night.
4 night cruise.
And let me just tell you what we packed into 4 nights. I don't know how we did it. I can't even remember what we did.
Well, we blew. Let's put it this way: we blew the bar tab that most people seemingly use for 12 days in 4 days or 4 nights. So, oops. So, as you'll be able to tell in a few minutes as well, you might understand possibly why. We blew it
yeah. But it was a good cruise. We went over to Amsterdam. We overnighted in Amsterdam.
We beat Extinction Rebellion. Well, we didn't, but they gave in the end and let us come through the lock.
Yay.
We won.
We had some very unique experiences on this cruise.
We did. We actually also got to see some really cool places. We got invited to a party in the massive suite. The really massive suite or something. I think it's called Massive Suite. It's like the biggest suite right at the front of the ship, which is really cool. And we cannot thank them enough for the invite.
Hang on. Let's not give too much away at the moment.
That's true.
So we'll get into it in our review. But for the time being, we need to remember what actually happened. So
I can't quite remember it. So it's time to roll VT.
Honey, I got what you want. Give me all of your love, 'cause it's burning hot. It's what you do to me, babe, I can guarantee. Honey, I got what you need. Under the night sky, I want your eyes all on me. Don't tell me lies now, I always get mine. Don't play with me. Do you want it? Can you feel me? Can you handle it? Right? Do you want it? Don't put your love on hold. I can't take it anymore. Put your love on me now. Trust me and you will see. Honey, I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. Honey, I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. Give me your love, no holding back, no. We could take it to the stars where you wanna go. The things that we can do, don't need to prove you know. Honey, I got what you want. Yeah. Under the night sky, I want your eyes all on me. Don't tell me no lies, I always get mine. Don't play with me. So do you want it? Do you want it? Can you feel me? Can you feel
You can slide in next to me, baby.
I can slide into your DMs.
You don't need to, you're sat next to me. Okay, so that really was an amazing cruise, and I'm so pleased that we recorded as much as we did, because I actually can't remember about half of that.
Did I actually get up to all that? I can't even remember.
Sorry, guys. For any of the ones with us, like Sweet Natured or Cruise Monkeys or Cruising Gays,
Sisters on the Sea, Tom and Dom, Ross and Dean. I mean,
we're so sorry for any of the drunken moments.
Mark,
Although we also blame you because you were there and you probably were joining in, so you know.
Yeah, exactly. So just before we go into our review, I just want to take the opportunity to ask if you enjoy our content to make sure that you subscribe to the channel. We have got heaps of content.
And so many exciting cruises coming up, yeah. All it needs is a few seconds just to make sure you've ticked the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single video, because you're not going to want to miss any of certainly the...
And give us a like.
Oh yes, a like too, please, please. If you like the content, if you don't, then don't put the dislike, because it doesn't actually affect us. It just tells the thing that you don't like our videos. So if you're not liking them, I don't know why, but go for it.
Embarkation. It was slow, wasn't it?
It was a slow embarkation.
Yeah. We did stay a night before at the Village Hotel, and we did have a pre-cruise party, which was pretty good. So we were well lubricated before we even got on the ship.
Yes, we thank Sweet Natured for inviting us to their little evening soiree up the Spinnaker Tower.
Yeah.
And I think we thank you for taking us to the swingers party, I believe it was, afterwards. We were not swinging. I would just point it out that that's not something we do.
No, but...
However, we accidentally crashed another party.
A couple of parties, I think it was.
A couple of parties. I think there was a normal like Virgin meetup of like people that were going on the cruise, and then there was also swingers. So, whoops. That was apparently the way this cruise was just going to go.
Yeah. So the embarkation. So one thing was the weather. The weather was not great. It was very windy, and unfortunately, it meant that we had a 4-hour delay to boarding.
Yeah, it was a 4-hour delay, but though we did make the best of it, and we found some pubs.
I mean, yes.
We found some libations, and we just chilled out and things. I mean, there's no point in getting frustrated about it. We just had to wait. The only thing I did get a little bit frustrated, when it came for our time to embark, we turned up at the cruise terminal, ready to go, and the terminal was an absolute shambles.
It was chaos. It was.
We're going to put it politely, but it was an absolute mess.
Yeah.
And it's not, I don't think, Virgin's fault. I just think Portsmouth really need to up their game on this.
Yeah, I agree.
They used to have a temporary thing outside, which actually meant it was quite easy to get done. The new terminal is supposed to improve it, and it really didn't.
I mean, the staff didn't know who was going where. I mean, we're sea glazers, and so we have kind of good top priority to get on the ship, along with the rock stars and they had some other promotion going, and we just kept getting told, no, you can't get on, and then we had to keep saying we're sea blazed, and they're like, I don't know what that is.
It's not even that though. There was just no organisation.
Nothing.
If they'd said like, well, if you were due at this time, please go and stand over there, or wait there, or and we're going to work through you. It was just disorganised, the whole space, and it was just really ruined the embarkation process. And just made everyone really frustrated. I know there were some people that were still boarding at 8 p.m. at night.
It was just, it's not the fact that it was late, it was the fact that no one knew what they needed to do and no one advising them on what they need to do.
And all it needed was someone just to be Mr. Project Manager here. A little bit of a briefing before they started to tell them what to do. That was all it needed. However, I would say, once we finally got on her ladyship, it was
smooth sailing.
Totally different.
Yeah.
The Virgin crew on board were absolutely fantastic. And given that they'd just done a rather different cruise before us for 2 weeks with Atlantis, it was certainly really nice, warm welcome. They're so nice at just inviting you in and just getting you in that holiday kind of mood and chilled out again. So that was really great of them.
But I would have to say we actually probably didn't walk on board. We probably stumbled on board. Oops.
Yeah.
The ship.
These get weirder and weirder. So yeah, with Virgin Voyages, all the ships are essentially the same ship at the moment, same design, same layout, same cushions. They have done some upgrades as time's gone on, but they've done them to all the ships, so they're effectively all the same now. So if you've seen one of them before, you've seen them.
That's not true, because there is one section of the ship that does change a bit. So on Scarlet, you've got the swings. On Valiant, you've got a blank
canvas.
corridor.
A blank canvas.
And on Resilient Air, it's the ponies. Or the seahorses, are they? Are they seahorses?
I don't know. They're the kind of like merry-go-round ones that you go on, like seahorses and different things like that. So yeah, they were kind of got corns and stuff. Yeah, that was kind of cool. Although they did get a little bit abused on this cruise.
I think that the shops changed around a little bit as well, because Squid Ink, which is the tattoo parlour on board,
they've moved
it around.
But they do move things. That's the thing, is they are tweaking the layouts as they go, but essentially it's the same ship. Yeah. So it is kind of nice actually, because you kind of know where everything is. Yeah. So it makes life a little bit easier once you've been on a ship before. Yeah. But even if you haven't, the layout is really simple and easy to use. It's all on kind of 1 or 2 decks lower and 1 or 2 decks up the top. So it's still an easy ship to navigate, I would say, which is better than some ships that they're bringing out at the moment, which have those kind of like corridory, windy, you get lost on the way. So yeah, no, really good.
The ship's great because it's got a different way or layout of food and how food works. So they don't have like a full buffet; they have a gallery. They do.
We'll come on to the food in a minute.
We will, but I just want to explain.
Maybe negative thing I would say though is, they often do this, is the ship is so designed for warm weather, and we do need to do a cruise of these warm weather. We keep sailing out of the UK on them, and it's not always. It was okay this weekend, but it wasn't that warm, and they're so designed for warm weather. When they don't, it kind of stifles the events that they have planned. So the sail away party, apart from it was very late, so they kind of did that at the end of the cruise as a bon voyage bubbles. Bon voyage bubbles. But yeah, like the Scarlet night one, if it is too wet and miserable or anything outside, they can't do the pool party part, which would be a real miss of it. And it's definitely a real highlight. But yeah, so because the central part, the roundabout, is just, it's okay, but it's just not, it's not a big grand atrium that you could do things in and lots of people can see stuff. So it's very difficult. I think if it's not warm enough to do things, it's very, very difficult to enjoy the ship.
The thing I do like about the ship, though, is that there's many different areas, so people disperse all across the ship, and I think that's a really good design as well, because it's not like everyone's in one central place. I think the only time I ever saw everyone in sort of the roundabout or the atrium was on Scarlet Night, where they do the entertainment down the stairs.
Yeah, the start of Scarlet Night. Although they have improved that now, that they then spread out across the rest of the ship,
which is great.
You do kind of get little things happening here, there, and everywhere. And we accidentally bumped into the people from Misbehave.
Yes.
And they took us on a little adventure on the ship drinking champagne, which was interesting on Scarlet Night and unplanned, but I love that. I do love that.
We'll talk about some of the entertainment later, but there is always things that are just random. That's all I can explain.
That's the thing. Just be prepared for surprises.
But randomness.
As a ship in general, it is a great layout of ship. Yeah. It would be nice to see them experiment a little bit more, though. But we'll see. Maybe Brilliant Lady, Scarlet Lady's going in for a refresh next year. Maybe they'll do some things to her as well. So start to tweak it up and change it up. Especially maybe that net at the back, which is pointless.
Pointless. Absolutely pointless.
Get rid of it, Virgin. Yeah. Just get rid of it. No one likes it. It hurts.
Yeah. Sorry, you're not keeping me up. It's time for the cabin.
Well, we did actually sleep in our cabin this time.
Well, maybe you slept more hours in the cabin than I did.
Well, you managed to wake me up at 6 in the morning, so yes. So rather hilariously, one night I went to bed a bit, well, I say a bit earlier. I went to bed at 3 in the morning, so it wasn't that early. Justin decided to stumble in at about 6:30 in the morning, and the room decided, obviously, oh, you must be early bird, so I'm going to do the big grand wake up to me having had 3 hours of sleep. And this one comes in and goes, oh, you're awake. Are you okay? I was like, not really. No, I'm not okay.
Enough with the stories. Let's get back to the cabin.
The facts. You're interested in the facts, let's be honest. So this time we had an XL Sea Terrace. We had actually booked an insider, and they gave us a bit of a freebie upgrade, which is very nice, and thank you, Virgin, for that. That was just a random, I think.
Yeah.
Selection. Fairy dust upgrade fairy.
We've been in a Sea Terrace before, but looking at the difference between the Sea Terrace and the extra large Sea Terrace, I love the extra large Sea Terrace.
Yeah, and you can check out our video above if you want to know more about it in real detail. But yeah, I would say it is definitely worth the extra cash for the XL.
I do.
I don't know if the balcony in itself was that much bigger.
No.
But the room felt bigger, and certainly the bathroom layout was far improved. I really like that layout.
Yeah, there's like a separate cubicle for the toilet and the shower. So, and then
Very European.
and the sink, and very European, but it's functional, because when we're trying to both get ready, when we're in the bathroom, it doesn't usually work properly. And with the Sea Terrace, the bathrooms are quite bougie. Is that how you say it?
Bijou?
Bijou?
Not bougie. They may be bougie as well, but they're bijou. He means cozy.
Cozy.
Let's use estate agent terms here. Cozy.
Cozy. Comfortable and cozy.
I'm not sure about comfortable.
No, but I mean, definitely the room did feel a lot bigger.
Yeah, the room felt bigger.
We did have a cabin party, and we did have about 15 people in there.
We did actually fit a lot of people in. The only thing I would still say, storage is a little bit of a challenge in these ones. I'm not sure how, for a much longer cruise, given the amount of outfits we seem to go for these,
it's like a 4 outfit
you go through, but. There's a lot of hanging space, not that many hangers, although I'm sure you could ask for more if you needed them. But yeah, drawer space, there's no drawer real space. There was that one big drawer by the bed that's kind of, if you do turn the bed into a sofa, it's another part of the sofa.
Bedding and stuff.
But it had bedding in it, so I'm not sure if that's normal or not, but it made it quite difficult to there was nowhere really just to put your smalls.
Your smalls. But they had these... There is a story, and you'll see it in our cabin tour, but we did find something in one of the baskets. They've got like little baskets up on top of the wardrobe, and we did find something. So if you want to know what happened there, you will need to actually check out our cabin tour.
It's also in the vlog, so go check out the vlog too, because that's also interesting. Food! Glorious food!
Oh, sorry, we're finished. Anyway, it's the food. The food. Can I be honest? I mean, there is such an array of food on Virgin Voyages, and it is really good. But I didn't actually eat that much on this cruise. I think I was drinking too much.
I think we ate a fair bit, but the one thing that Virgin do, I think, really well is food. Their food is superb. Their restaurants are generally really good. It's a different concept. There is no main dining room as such. There's lots of different restaurants that you book into.
Yeah.
They have improved that from the early days, where now there are certain amounts of bookings that they hold back at different times until people are on board. So if you are struggling, make a beeline when you get on board to Sailor Services. And I think they set up another location, don't they, on day one, on Embarkation.
They do.
So that you can actually, they will help you book them. Or if you can't get the booking prior that you want at a time or day or anything like that, you can just, but you can turn up, but you can generally also on the first day rebook it with them.
I think a lot of people get distracted with everything that's going on board. So no, you
we
do.
We did
so many times. The shiny things are there, and we're like,
the alcohol.
We've got a dinner reservation. Stuff it, and we didn't go. But a lot of people like that. So
yes, and someone stole our booking, sweet-natured.
And then we had to go and find.
We had to come and invade the table and go, "Excuse me, I think you're sat at our table."
They did. So you can talk about this briefly.
We had a booking at Pink Agave. And we had discussed with Sweet Natured maybe going and things, and they said, "Oh, I don't know." And then we went up for a sail away party, and we were like, "Oh, maybe we don't go, maybe we don't go." And then after a little while, I thought, "Oh, maybe we do go." So, and I got this message saying our booking was cancelled. I was like, "Oh, that's weird." So we went downstairs and said, "We just had our booking cancelled, but we do have a booking." And they said, and the lady, the maitre d' goes, "Oh, your friends came down and said you didn't want it anymore." So they said, "Could they have it?" And I was like, "Oh, did they?"
All right.
So she then took us into where the table was. She did point out beforehand that there is a 4-person if you want to sit with them. Yeah. So we came in and just kind of stood over them going, "Excuse me."
But in the end it worked out.
Yeah. On board there are, as we've mentioned, lots of restaurants. You've got Extra Virgin, which we've done twice now. We did it at Scarlet and now on Resilient.
And it was better this time.
It was better this time, although we are a bit spoiled in the fact that it's in Italian and I'm doing a lot of projects in Italy at the moment. So it doesn't really stand up to true Italian, or Costa's Italian either.
Was that artichoke that you ate?
It was a little bit phallic, yes.
It looked very suggestive.
It was a bit suggestive. But so there is Extra Virgin, which is a good restaurant, nice restaurant to go to. Lots of people really rave about it. The affogato is very nice.
Test kitchen.
We've only done it once. They do now do a 3-menu rotation during different cruises and different days, which is good. Although it is potluck, so you could go and get the same one you've had before. It's completely random chance which menu you'll get. But we enjoyed it when we went. Certainly, it's a bit experimental, a bit different, a bit unusual.
Pink Agave was one that we went to. We just mentioned it, really. So
the first time we went on Valiant, we actually weren't that impressed. We thought it was a bit dark. It still is dark. You do need like your phone torch to see the food sometimes. But actually, the food was really tasty this time. The company was superb. Yeah. It could have also been the tequila shots. I'm not going to lie.
That's true. The Razzle Dazzle. So I didn't get to go to Razzle Dazzle. Because Justin, as we were saying, didn't get in until 6:30 and couldn't get out of bed till 3:30 in the afternoon.
So he missed our brunch. But I enjoyed a very nice brunch this time with Sweet Natured. You've been obviously a few times before. Yeah. We do like doing the brunch. One time we are going to have to try it for a dinner because it has a different menu for dinner.
Okay. Yeah.
But the brunch is really nice. They have modified it slightly as well, so you can get half a watermelon now, not the whole thing of watermelon.
With the frozen whatever.
It's still got frozen fruit on the top.
Okay.
But yeah, so that was a really nice meal though. Yeah. Fantastic cocktails in there.
Gumbe was another one. So we've done Gumbe once. It's okay. I think you've got to have a good crowd of people. It's the more social event.
If you're going with a group of people, then it's a really good one to do because Gumbe is a drinking game, effectively part of your meal. We didn't have we went with Lizzie when we did it on Valiant, and it was superb. We had a lot of fun with them. The food was nice. Yeah. The other two with us that weren't with our groups as such, it made it a bit awkward, but they joined in.
They joined in. We had a good night. So the pizza place. Oh my gosh! One night I was just like, because we had dinner
we've skipped this. Yeah. Always, every time, we've never managed the pizza place, which is on deck 7, right next to Lick Me Till Ice Cream, which is another place I do like as well. And this time on the last night, we'd had quite an early dinner, so we decided we'd have some pizzas as we were a bit peckish. Oh my goodness, those pizzas are stunning.
Now, I don't know if it was because I needed food or because I needed something to soak up the alcohol, but those pizzas are so good.
Actually, no, I think on the last night we'd skipped dinner. That was possibly why.
No, we had an early dinner. We had a really, really early dinner. I'm sure we did.
No, it was Test Kitchen and we didn't go.
Oh, okay.
That was why. So we were starving, basically.
The
galley, which is up on deck 15, is effectively their buffet. It does breakfast, lunch, dinner, 24 hours a day, pretty much, different meals. Bento boxes, there's loads of choice, isn't there? It's so nice. Cakes, very nice cakes from memory there. We didn't really eat there that much.
I think we had a breakfast there, and that's
we had breakfast, but we've eaten there before for lunches, dinners, and things, and it's been really good. Especially at 5-6 in the morning, you can go up and there's still got beer and stuff on tap that you can serve yourself. So
I vaguely remember going to the galley on the first night, vaguely, but I can't remember if I ate or not. I don't think I did.
No, I don't think we did. I don't remember.
Well, you were in bed. I was.
Oh, right. That night. One of those nights.
The Wake. The Wake
is probably
one of my favourite.
And it's probably one of the most popular ones. We've done the dinner, I think, on every single cruise we've done with Virgin, and it is superb. Mm-hmm. This time we did it on a really big group of us having a table, and it was, again, really, really good. A lot of fun. Yeah. Oysters were involved, alcohol was involved, and very good steak. Some of us remember more of that meal than others, Lindsay.
That was a nighttime one that she completed.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But we also this time managed to do the Wake brunch, which was really nice.
Yes.
The Wake brunch was lovely, and we've not done it before. Again, I had a Bloody Mary, and I'm now convinced that Bloody Mary should all have tequila in, because thanks Sweet Nature, because they were superb. But it was really nice, and that was a bottomless brunch, so we'll be doing that again if we go
Absolutely. It was amazing. What about the Social Club?
Social Club is a good place for just little quick light bites and things. Wings. Mm-hmm. Go check out Cruise Monkeys if you want to know about the wings, because gloves. But yeah, that was really good. Lick Me Till Ice Cream is another real favourite of ours, just for ice creams. We didn't do it this time, but they do vegan ice creams, they do lactose free sometimes ones. Really interesting flavours, very good ice cream.
And then the last one that we want to bring up, it's a bit of a bar area as well, but it's the dock and the dock house.
Yeah, so the dock house food is some of our favourite, especially Embarkation Day. We often head to the dock. Great place for sail away.
Socialising,
really nice
bubbles,
light bites,
great,
yummy, 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 yummy.
Good. The drinks. Cheers.
So, unlike a lot of cruise lines, Virgin do not do drinks packages at the moment. That could change, of course. They do, however, include all soft drinks in your fare, effectively. I was about to say free, but in your fare.
Yep.
And also drip coffee is included, so like filter coffee, effectively.
Yep.
If you have Deep Blue Extras and some of the other loyalty statuses of them, you can get free coffee, like specialty coffee each day. I think it's like 2 each, isn't it? But generally they run what's known as bar tab. They are generally offers throughout the year at different times with different deals with them, where you'll get some that will be
spend so much.
Yeah,
and
spend so much and get
free.
so much included.
Not included, yeah.
Effectively, this time what we did was we paid for a cruise and got a bar tab.
No, we got a bar tab and then we got a cruise and a bit more bar tab. That's how I look
basically,
at it.
our cruise fare was less than our bar tab ended up being, but that was through free bar tab as well, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Kind of bizarre, but
anyway.
Yeah. So you can add up some superb deals on that front.
Yeah, there's so many bars on board. I mean, there is the Sip Bar, the Loose Cannon, the Dock House.
You've got the Manor Nightclub,
On the Rocks.
You've got
Draft House.
Draft House, which is on the roundabout.
Yeah. The Grounds Club. Oh,
yeah. So if you're not into your coffee, if you're into your coffee, definitely. But if you're not into alcoholic drinks, there are plenty of places like the Grounds Club that you can go and have a nice coffee or tea or soft drink as well. And all the bars will obviously do soft drinks.
And it's great for the morning after as well.
Yep.
There's a social club in Loose Cannon.
There is. Loose Cannon is a very small bar, but a very nice one with a big games arcade next to it.
Yeah, and they do some quizzes and stuff like that in there sometimes, don't they?
Up on the upper decks, you've got Gym and Tonic Bar.
Gym, like Gym. Yep.
You've got the Aquatic Club.
The Athletics Club.
And the Athletic Club. Aquatic and Athletic Club.
And if
to confuse you.
If you're one of those special people...
You've got Richard's Rooftop.
Which I didn't find that fascinating, actually.
No, it wasn't as impressive as I thought.
I thought it was going to be really impressive, but it wasn't that impressive.
I suppose you do get a free champagne and cocktail happy hour every night, so I suppose that maybe makes it more exciting, but we didn't obviously get that.
I didn't think it was all what it was cracked up to be. But anyway, it looked, maybe in different times.
And before the shows, actually, on an evening, they do often for the Red Room, which is the theatre, effectively, they do actually offer, there's like a baby bar, if you like, outside, like cart bars outside, so you can grab like limited cocktails and soft drinks or beers and wine and stuff. So there's a little selection if you're going in, so you don't have to bring it from a bar with you. So
coming back to the bar tab though, what you will tend to find is that people do end up with some big bar tabs, and at the end of the cruise you will do anything to try and eat through your bar tab.
Yeah, effectively we ended up with about $980 of bar tab for this cruise, which we did go through. We had some other people that were with us, monkeys, and Sweet Natured, and a few others that had well over 1,000, and they still managed to drink all of that. So they were also, to be fair, at some points we were like getting bottles of champagne to share and things, which are like $100 a time. So we didn't. It wasn't all on small drinks. There were bottles to share and stuff at higher value, but yeah.
And then there's a lot of free drinks if you know where to go. There's
normally Sail Away, there's champagne or Prosecco and things. There's different things. Scarlet Night, there's often things like that going around. There'll often be drinks as well at
loyalty events,
like a lot of cruise lines as well. So you can generally find and pick up some other drinks as well. So if you do have a smaller bar tab, don't worry about it. And also, the nice thing is, if you aren't a huge drinker, you're not tied to buying an absolutely enormous drinks package that you just are never going to spend and get value out of. So it kind of allows you to get the value that you want out of your cruise, I suppose. So that's a big benefit. Cicero, Lipschitz. It's entertainment.
Entertainment time. Well,
I was thinking Red Room, Moulin Rouge. I don't know.
Okay.
I just went with it. Okay.
Let's move on. So the entertainment is very different on Virgin to other ships.
It is, although I'm finding now increasingly other cruise lines are actually copying the styles of shows that Virgin do. So you're finding much more acrobatic shows, definitely edgier shows on other cruise lines. So it's obviously they're realising it's a popular form of entertainment.
It is, and the thing is though, is that when we went on Scarlet and Valiant, they had kind of the same stuff over and over again. I thought, oh no, going on this one, and it was a totally different experience.
Yeah, they've definitely mixed it up.
So much fun.
Yeah, they've definitely mixed it up. There were also some shows that we really didn't like on the other ships, like You'll Never Sleep Alone, which I'm sure some people love. Let us know in the comments if you do, but we just found it a bit vulgar. Yeah. It's probably the best description for it. And they've kind of kept essences of some of these shows, but now you've got things like Around the World with a Diva in 80 minutes, which we didn't get to see, but actually is apparently really fun and really good.
Is it Persephone?
Persephone on the first night, which is apparently really, really good as well.
We did see Misbehave.
We did see Misbehave.
My gosh, that was just like the most raucous, inclusive. Oh my gosh, that was just like nuts. It was so nuts.
The two that were doing it for us were absolutely fantastic, and I don't. How they keep as much of a straight face as they did is just amazing in its own right. But yeah, that was such a fun show.
It was just, we were right at the front, so we were just like, it was just like jumping up and down at your seats and doing different tasks, and that was it was crazy.
It was a lot of fun. They've also replaced some of the other shows with things like you've got now Another Rose, which
we'll get
is an extra cost,
yeah,
but it is actually an absolutely amazing show.
It is an extra cost, but I'll tell you what, it was well worth it. I did not know what to expect out of Another Rose, and there's different seating, like you can sit at the front or you can sit at the back. You're going to get involved, generally, if you're at the front.
Yeah, the best thing to note as well is that although there is an additional cost, that is actually a meal and cocktails and drinks during it as well. So again, although it is $50 each, which isn't cheap, you get an amazing show, you get really good food, and about 4 or 5 cocktails at least thrown in with champagne and all sorts of stuff at the start. So it can be pretty good value, especially if you do like to drink as well.
And then I had some other attire. I was roped up for the whole show. I got tied up for the show. It sounds a bit, I don't know.
It was a bit racy.
But can I just say, it was quite liberating in some way. I don't understand how to explain it.
Justin, is there something you want to tell me?
No, but it was very, I don't know what it was. It was just very interesting, very liberating to do it. But it was all part of the show, and it was great. People do, they will come up and ask, like someone said, do you mind if I touch you? And I was like, that's fine, as long as, it's not. And they're like, no. But the sensation in the show was just, oh my god.
And there are some quite fun bits where they come out along the tables, and they're basically, as they walk along, you're told beforehand that you need to lift up everything. Basically, you have to kind of lift up your glasses
and that
as they walk through, otherwise they're just going to kick it flying.
Yeah,
which is quite fun. One nice thing I've noticed this time with the entertainment as well is a lot more is actually only bookable once you get on board.
Yeah,
which is really good because there are some things you can pre-book, some things that you can only book when you get on board, which means that there's always that availability, which some lines don't get very well.
Yeah.
And Virgin have clearly clued into that, and really good on you, Virgin, for that, because that was great.
Yeah. I mean, apart from the shows, they have some really great events on there. So the first night was
a lot of impromptu things.
Impromptu ones as well. That's why we said it's absolutely mad and crazy. But one of the ones that we did do was, the first night was a pajama party, and that was so much fun. Have you ever walked through a casino? Because I was in a shark suit. Shark onesie, and you had shark slippers on. And as we walked through the casino, all the staff were just like singing Baby Shark to us.
It was really good. It's such an inclusive thing. It's become, when we did the first ones with Scarlet, it wasn't that big. Now it's such a big deal, such a fun thing. The same with Scarlet night. And there's so much to be done. I mean, the pool party, you were in the pool. It's probably why you've still been recovering.
I know. I probably got a flu or something. I don't know, but I did get in the pool.
Yeah, but really good. Stepping up all the time, Virgin. Really loved the entertainment this time.
Final thoughts. Well, what did you think about the menage a trois of Virgin ships?
Well, it's not my first menage a trois. Ooh. However, I think as menages go,
it was pretty.
I was pretty twirled around. And certainly had a good laugh and a lot of fun. I don't think you can knock. I think for us as a couple, Virgin is right up our street, and it is going to be a Marmite cruise for you. I think you're going to love it or you're going to really hate it.
And look, you're not going to find. What I did find was people just want to know how to describe it. And it's kind of like, this is how I kind of describe it sometimes when I looked around. Mum and Dad have said, right, the kids are staying, we're getting rid of the kids for the weekend. Let's go and party like we're 20. Then Grandma and Granddad have said, well, we're not having the kids, we're coming too. And that's kind of what I found a lot of on board. It was so good.
It's just such a nice, and not that any other cruise lines have we ever felt, but as an LGBT couple, it is the only place I truly feel that we could be Absolutely, 100% ourselves, without anyone giving judgment.
No judgment.
Any passing of anything. And even if there was, I absolutely can guarantee you, Virgin would crack on it fast.
Yeah, they would.
Even though I've never had anything said to us on another cruise line, you do get the odd look, especially with our son and stuff, and you do get these things, but never on Virgin. We're tame by comparison to some people on those ships, but equally, it's what you make it.
Yeah.
You can have a really great party time, have a laugh like we did on this cruise.
Yeah.
You could also have a really relaxing, enjoy time in the hot tubs, coffees, great food.
Yep.
Enjoy a great massage and things. So there's something for everyone, I think, on board.
Yeah.
It is a really nice grown-up experience.
And the good thing about it is that when you go on there, it's not like traditional cruises where I think you can plan everything, but I would say to get the most out of it, don't plan anything, because as we had said, we got invited to the most random things. We got involved in the most random
Standing
things.
at the lift, get invited to something.
Yeah, exactly. We went to like a big party up in the mega guest suite, and that was fantastic. It was like a massive suite. Sorry, it was a tropical party. It was so fun. Got a bit dampened by the big storm and Extinction Rebellion, but hey, we still had a good time.
Yeah, and Amsterdam was amazing. I do like Amsterdam at 2 a.m. It was still pretty good. Thanks, Luke, for that. But yeah, no, it's such an interesting cruise line.
Yeah,
I think. It's something that every time we go, I think, it's going to be the same when we've done it. It's not going to be the same as it was before. Each time it's so different.
Yeah.
But I come away feeling, apart from broken, but also alive at the same time. I feel so infused and so I've had such a great fun time.
Yeah.
And I've just totally let go into holiday mode.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for us, definitely, it's something that I really enjoyed.
I really like that the concept is changing, that it's different all the time. It's very Virgin. And I just think...
Very Virgin.
Virgin just need to keep up their game. I don't know what's going to happen next, but I don't know how you outdo what we just did, because I
Fingers
don't know.
crossed they change... Fingers crossed they change the net up at the top to maybe like an infinite pool, pool or something, infinity pool.
Yeah,
that would be stunning.
That would be stunning.
And that, or even actually, do you know what you could do? And it might not be particularly great from a sense of like mechanical sense, but a glass bottom pool would be absolutely crazy. That
would be. What do you think? Put in the comments what you think that should be.
What should that area be used for? What should Virgin try doing next? There have been rumours before they're maybe going to try bring out a family-style cruise as well, which would be interesting, because I'm not sure how you'd adapt Virgin into family, but I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
If they do, you can guarantee we'll be one of the first ones on board with Josh, because Josh really wants to go on a Virgin cruise.
Yeah. So all in all, very busy cruise, very tiring, but a very enjoyable cruise, and it was with the people we were with. It was people that we met on board as well. So for all those people that we met on board, we had such a great time with you. And
such a laugh.
Such a laugh.
From what we can remember of it.
That's why we've got film.
That's true, and photos. But yeah.
I think the question, though, is going to be, would we continue to cruise Virgin?
Yeah, I'm not sure what you call the next stage after Menage a Trois, but let us know in the comments below what it should be. But please avoid anything with gangs in it.
Quartet.
But I think it's needless to say, at some point in the future, we will no doubt be back on a Virgin cruise. Well, we have a future cruise credit again to use, so there's something going to have to come into it, because we've got to. And let's be honest, we really need to try it in a hot weather.
Yeah, we do.
It's about
we need
time
to do a hot weather cruise, because we need to really experience the ship for what it's built for.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's everything with our review.
Yeah. So one thing that's left to say is. If you are enjoying our content and you've stayed all the way through to this point, congratulations. But do consider obviously making sure you've subscribed, hit the bell for notifications. If you are really wanting to support us more, we do have our patreon.com, which is patreon.com/cruiseboys.
And we have a website, which is www.cruiseboys.com. And there's a lot of things like blogs, and you can get your insurance there. You can even book a cruise.
You can indeed. But yeah, Patrons, we love you so much. Thank you so much for everyone that's supported us and continuing. We hope to continue bringing crazy, weird content that we do. We've got some great cruises still to do this year, and I'm sure we'll get many more booked in, so watch this space.
So watch out for our vlogs coming out soon, and we will see you on the flip side.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, like, comment and share.